Welcome back to Beyond Abuse channel, and today I want to talk about red flags. I think after we've been in an abusive situation, we can recognize the red flags that we may have negated, didn't pay attention to, discarded very quickly because we felt that we were wrong. Those red flags are our warning signs, tapped into our intuition, and I call it intuition. We tune into our gut feelings, our senses. We have our sight, our hearing, our taste buds, our sense of smell, and our feelings, which are not just our fingers or our skin. It's a feeling of energy that we sense all around us. We can sense if there's something to be wrong, if we're feeling other people nervous, angry, scared, upset, happy. We sense it. We respond to it. If someone's happy and they're smiling, it makes us smile. If someone else is angry, we may want to back off. And they don't have to give us many clues. We can sense it. And so getting in tune with that intuition and recognizing the red flags, taking them seriously, are key to what it was we were lacking before. People who are in tune with their intuition, people who are listening to their gut, and they have self-awareness are not as capable of being taken advantage of because they're more well-grounded. And other people can't take advantage of that because they can't convince them as much that the other person and their point of view and their thoughts and feelings can be replaced as our own. The abuser wants to do that. They want to circumvent our thoughts or feelings and have their feelings and their thoughts and their intuition be our own. So today I'm going to be talking about the red flags and how to get more in tune with them. Well, we all know that when there's smoke, there's fire. So if we sense in our smell that there is a fire, we're instantly on guard and looking for answers as to where it is to protect ourselves. That is what our senses are there for. They're to protect us. They're there for enjoyment as well, but our main purpose for them is to protect us in our environment. And so we don't second guess ourselves too often unless someone else says, I don't smell the smoke. Then we might go, oh, but I smell it. But oftentimes we don't let it go. We're like, no, but I smell it. You meant I smell it, but I smell it. And we'll continue to look for where that smell is coming from. Well, that's what our intuition is supposed to be like. But with our abuser, we oftentimes had many signs that came along that we discarded. Some of the common ones I know for me were, oh, I'm being judgmental. I don't know this person. I need to give them more of a chance. Wait, they said this, but I'm sensing that. But they told me that a story that sort of makes sense, so I'll let it go. I took it the wrong way. I was wrong. That's what we often do with our intuition. We turn it down, we turn it off. And I've learned that I need to not turn it down, turn it off, but to let it be there. Let's see, let's pay attention and not negating it or judging it. We end up thinking that we're judging someone else, but we're actually judging our intuition. We're judging it and saying it's wrong. We're making excuses of where that must come from rather than paying attention to it and thinking, thank you, intuition, for letting me know that, because I know early on I could have saved myself a lot of trouble if I had truly listened and tuned into it even more and not let other people circumvent what I was thinking and feeling. Well, no one else seems to see these bells and whistles because everyone else seems to be worshiping this person and thinking they're wonderful. So there must be something wrong with me and my judge of character. My history told me that. But my history also turned off my intuition. And my intuition was on. And that is what saved me in my relationship with myself. And being able to leave the abuser was getting more in tune with my intuition, because as I got more in tune with my intuition, I got stronger, I got wiser, and nothing the abuser could tell me was working anymore. It was the gateway, I believe, to getting out of the abuse and allowing that ability to see the truth for what it was. It wasn't easy to see it. And I had other people telling me that, no, that couldn't be. This person loves you. And I was thinking, how can you not believe me? And that's when I started to dive in, dig in, and found unequivocal evidence of infidelity and crazy things. And I had it then to show, see, I told you, but I didn't have a tangible yet, other than how I was being treated. And easily I could have been swept back up into the abuse cycle because other people didn't want to buy my intuition. They wanted to buy into the lies of what this abuser was convincing them of that was so not true. I was becoming aware of the reality. They were still under the disillusion of what it was that they wanted the world to think and believe about my own relationship that I lived in every day. I got to the point, I know what I'm living with. I know that this person doesn't love me. I know they don't care about me. And I know they don't care that I've been ill. They're not supporting emotional, psychologically. I knew that. It was clear as day at this point because I served that person nothing anymore because I had been sick. So my intuition is what strengthened me. And I didn't have outsiders to confirm, to validate, but I had my intuition. And that's what pushed me to keep going. And as my intuition kept leading me to the next piece of the puzzle, it put the pieces of my life back together again. So why didn't I listen to it? Well, I was taught that, you don't judge a book by its cover, and that you give everyone a chance, and you don't know this person yet, so you don't want to, think that poorly. This person, you need to be nice until this person proves you different. But that's a very damaging way to look at it. Instead, this person needs to prove themselves in order to gain my trust, in order to gain my love. It's not just I give it away. That's not a healthy way of looking at it. This person needs to prove themselves first before you don't just let anyone into your life and let your heart open to just everybody and anybody. That's what I didn't understand. There is a level we can let people in, but we don't give everyone that permission. It's like giving your password to your bank account to everybody. That doesn't make sense. Well, that would be hurtful to someone that you don't trust them. That mentality of thinking that your judgment of that person should allow all information to be let out of the bag. That doesn't make any sense. We wouldn't do it financially, so why do we do it emotionally? Why do we do it psychologically? Because we were taught by people who didn't know better. And now that we know better and we have a track record of the intuition that we tapped into with red flags that we didn't pay attention to, what was it you were telling yourself? And why did you turn it off? Your gut came on and said, warning, 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 like that smoke, warning, warning. We didn't want to believe it because our eyes were getting a mixed message. We were hearing things that didn't match. Because the abuser, unlike the smoke is clear as day, it smells. We can start getting closer, and then we'll see the smoke, and then we'll see the fire, then we'll feel it. We get all evidence that points to the same thing, that there is fire. Someone who is an abuser, someone who is a con person, They're going to send you mixed signals, but your subliminal mind will pick up on cues very quickly until the person starts to talk. When the person starts to talk, we put our guard down and we start to negate other information that came in instantaneously to us that was trying to warn us of things we were picking up on, subtle clues and cues that were trying to protect us. So, moving forward is about understanding our past so we can do better in the future. And as we tap into our intuition, it gets stronger. It gets wiser. And it becomes more accurate. We become more confident in our ability and start trusting in ourselves again. Because our intuition is our friend, it's not about judging people. It is about knowing our environment and being able to navigate safely in the environment that we're in. And if the red flags are saying, this person's creepy, I'm not getting a good vibe here, this doesn't feel right to me, I feel uncomfortable, listen. There's something there that you are picking up deeply inside of you that is saying, this is not good for me. Listen to it. Pay attention to it. Wait. If this person knows other people, listen to what's going on. Give it time. Eventually, it will come out what it was you were picking up on that didn't feel right to you. Because the truth always feels like it makes sense. We can deny it because it can also feel uncomfortable at times, and that is deceiving. That the truth and deception can both feel uncomfortable. But the reason why it doesn't necessarily feel comfortable is because it doesn't match our original belief. That's when it's not comfortable. When we already feel like we love this person's truthful, this person's honest, and they're not, and we get evidence that proves that that's not true, that feels uncomfortable. But if we knew, our intuition said this person's creepy, this person can't be trusted, I'm not sensing something good, and something else comes in, it fits like this, and you're like, oh, I just missed out on a huge catastrophe. Thank God I didn't go there. I've had that happen several times that this person, I dodged the bullet big time. This person did illegal activity, screwed over a friend, majorly, financially, legally, did horrible things. I had the ability to see that transpire. I had dodged a bullet. Thank God I did, because I saw what a relationship with that person looked like down the road. So I know the clues now. I know my body, and it's very important when we learn to know internally what we're picking up, why we're picking up on it, and we become the guiding force of our life, using all the senses we were meant to use in this world. We become more and more accurate and more clear and less likely to have predators, opportunists, con people, narcissists taking advantage, because they're not easily able to convince us that our intuition is not accurate. I'm sending out much peace, love, and joy to all of you. Have fun with your intuition. It's there to guide and keep you safe and sound away from toxicity.